So in today's class we will start with some clipping circuits. So the name itself giving you the hint that it's supposed to clip off something, right? So the clipper circuits are basically some diode networks which are used to clip off a portion of any kind of signal, of an AC input signal. Let us consider arbitrary AC input signal. It used to clip off, and remaining part it used to allow for the transmission. Okay, so the clippers used to clipping off or cut down or to remove some portion from the signal. It used to remove some portion from the signal. So it basically use some diode networks. So it used to clip away a portion of the input signal without distorting the remaining part. Okay, without distorting the remaining part. So what will be the applications for this? This can be used where some limitations or certain kind of selection of the signal is required, or certain kind of cutting down or removing of the signal is required. So let us consider a signal get distorted due to the addition of certain noise from some unknown source. To remove those noise, this kind of networks are being used so that we can clip off those noise from our desired signals. So the applications may include certain voltage limiters, then it may be amplitude selectors, or maybe some slicer. Slicer means to cutting down. So what are the different types of clippers? So there are basically two types of clippers based on the diode, how it has been connected in the circuit. Okay, so there are basically two types of clipper. One is series, one is parallel. Okay, so obviously from the name we can somewhat guess that the diode is connected in series. For this case the diode is connected in parallel. So for the series clipper, the diode is connected in series with the load. Diode is in series with load. For this case diode is in parallel with load. Okay, so first we will go with the series clipper. Okay, so you can think of as an idea about the clipper, it was a rectifier. So if we think about the rectifier, what this rectifier basically does, that is our half wave rectifier. So for that half wave rectifier we can either remove the negative half of the input, or either we can remove positive half of the this input. So if we remove this negative part, that is known as negative clipping. If we can remove the positive half of the input, that can be known as positive clipping. So while these diodes are being configured either in the series or in the parallel, depending upon the action which is been coming out from these configurations, when they are been connected in series or parallel, if they are been clipping off the negative part of the input, these are known as series circuit for negative clipping or for the positive clipping. Same way, if we can able to achieve the clipping in the positive half by connecting the diode in the parallel, then we can say parallel circuit for the positive clipping or for the negative clipping. Okay, so I am just going with any one of them. Let us go with series circuit for negative clipping. Okay, so for this rectifier, if we think about the half wave rectifier, what we are having? We are having the transformer being connected, the secondary winding is connected with the diode, we are having the load, right? So if we have been thinking about this rectifier, this is the secondary winding, this is the diode, we are having the load, this is the part, here we are having the primary of the transformer. So this input or the voltage across this secondary winding of the transformer is given to this right hand side. It consists of the diode and the load. Now this circuit is working solely due to this AC input, right? But if somehow we can able to introduce a DC input in middle, then what will happen? Then obviously some change will occur, right? Some change will occur. So there will be, let us consider I am just connecting a DC supply in middle. So let us consider this one been connected like this. A DC voltage source is also been connected. So what will happen? There will be some change based on this VDC. There will be some changes. Change in the sense, change will come out at the output. The change will be in the output. So if the clipping circuit is influenced by some external DC source, those kind of clipping circuits are known as biased clipping. Biased clipping. Or biased clipper. Okay, based on this DC supply or DC source which has been connected along with the diode. Without this DC source, this is known as unbiased. So we are going with biased clipping, means this voltage source is having certain influence, or you simply can say that yes, rather removing, if we are not introducing this DC source for the half wave rectifier, what we are doing? We are completely removing our negative half. We are completely removing our, if this is our input for a single cycle, what we are expecting that this positive half will be there. After that another positive half will be there in the output. Now if we don't want to remove the complete negative half, rather some portion of the negative half, then we need to take the utilization of this DC source. Then we need to take the use of this DC source, so that we can have a little portion in the negative half as well, like this, rather removing the complete negative half. Rather removing the complete negative half, we still want, so let us consider if it is peak to peak, if it is 5 volt, if it is 5 volt, so we want a negative half of 3 volts only. So for that case we need to make use of this voltage source. So this kind of clipping, it is known as bias clipping. Okay, so whatever the circuits will go with, these are all biased clipping. So first of all is the series circuit for the negative clipping. We need to clip this negative half. So I am just drawing the circuit. V is the voltage across this diode. This is our load, and we are expecting some clipped output. Okay, so this is the series circuit for negative clipping. Now we are having a clear idea that diode will be either in the on state or either will be in the off state, depending upon the input how we have been connecting with the diode. Okay, so two states can be possible, either the diode is on, either the diode is off. So if we are thinking that it is a practical diode, it's supposed to have certain dynamic resistance or it's supposed to have certain static resistance. Okay, and it is having certain knee voltage V gamma. So if we are thinking that yes, it is the on state of the diode, then we can write down or we can draw this diagram as it is plus, it is minus. So a voltage source of that polarity along with a resistance Rs, then it has been connected with the load. This is our input Vi, this is the Vs, this is V gamma, this is Rs, this is the R, and we are expecting output something like that. So this is the equivalent circuit when the diode is in on state. We'll find out when it will be on. Another possibility, diode is in off. So off, it is simply open circuit. So if the diode, so it is the equivalent circuit when diode is in off state. So on state, current will flow. Let us consider this is the direction of the current. Off state, current is completely zero. Okay, so this is what our diode is. This two gives the identification of the diode. Okay, now depending upon this on state and off state, the output waveform will be decided. So I am just drawing for the time being, and we will discuss how we are getting this output. Okay, when we'll do the analysis, we'll take out what will be the output. So what we have been taken for our case, that a diode is in the series combination and a DC power supply, which is Vs, is connected in series with the resistance R, is in series with the resistance R. The output voltage will be measured across this resistance R. The output voltage, it is RL or R, whatever it is, we can take out as a load. The output voltage will be measured across this RL. A voltage source Vs is in the series combination with this R. Okay, so let us go with the analysis. So let us assume that there is no current flowing during the transition region through the diode. Transition region means when the input is having the transition from positive to the negative at this part. There is no current been flowing through the diode. Obviously there will be no current flow because no voltage will be applied at that transition period. Okay. Now let us give, this is figure A, it is figure B, this is figure C. Now if we apply KVL on this figure A, so what will be the voltage been coming across? What will the voltage been coming across this diode? That voltage V. If we apply KVL, figure A. So what will be the voltage? This is plus minus, minus plus, it is minus plus. So what we can write? The voltage across for the diode V, it is Vi plus Vs. Vi plus Vs. Okay. Now if we thinking that the diode is in on state, if the diode will be in the on state, so this V should be greater than the knee voltage V gamma, right? Since the diode is in conducting state or on state, for V greater than V gamma, the portion for which the diode is in on state, how we can find out? The portion means the portion of the input. I'm just writing here, portion of input for which the diode is in the on state. So if we apply this condition, we can easily find out, because this V is Vi plus Vs, which supposed to be greater than V gamma. So what will be the input? Or this input should be greater than minus of Vs minus V gamma, right? Minus of Vs minus V gamma. We can take out from this. Or V should be V gamma or greater than V gamma, right? So this scenario or this condition of the input will ensure that our diode will be in the on state. Okay. So obviously if the diode is in the on state, then it can be represented by the series combination of the forward resistance Rs or Rf and the V gamma. The off state can be found out by open circuit condition. So there will be no current flow. It is simply off, right? So if we apply the KVL in this equivalent circuit, if we apply the KVL in this equivalent circuit, applying KVL in figure B, in this figure, this is the equivalent circuit. So what we can write? VI plus, it is minus plus plus minus, so we can take Vs minus V gamma. Then let us take in the opposite direction, so it can be I into Rf, or it is, let us write as Rf, forward resistance, Rf plus R is equals to 0. Okay, so what we have taken? Minus plus as plus, so obviously plus minus will be minus, right? I hope you won't have any confusion with the notations, right? So from here we can take out what is the current flowing during the on state. Vi plus Vs minus V gamma by R plus Rf. It is during the on state, and this I will be 0 for off state. So what will be the output of the clipper? Obviously I into RL. The output of the clipper will be I into RL during the on state. So therefore output of the clipper circuit, that is V out, that will be I, this is our I, into RL or R. So what we can write? Vi plus Vs minus V gamma into RL by, that is, we can write this one as RL plus Rf. This is for Vi greater than is equals to, the on condition is minus of Vs minus V gamma, and it is simply 0 for Vi less than minus Vs minus V gamma, because it is on state, it is off state. Now if we consider this forward resistance is much smaller than this RL, then we can neglect this one, then RL and RL will get cancelled. If Rf is much smaller than RL, then we can write this V out, which is approximate value, which is Vi plus Vs minus V gamma for Vi greater than is equals to Vs minus V gamma, and it is 0 for Vi less than minus Vs minus V gamma. Okay, so this is all about the analysis, mathematical analysis, what will be the output we found out. So let us go with our waveform. So during the on state, what we have been found, that if Vi is negative, right, Vi is greater than negative of this value, so there is no effect on the positive half, So whatever the positive half is there in the input Vi, the same thing will maintain as the output. right? So let us take out the Vs minus V gamma portion in the negative half. So let us consider this is the part which is the level for minus of Vs minus V gamma, minus of Vs minus V gamma. This is the part. Okay, so if our input is greater than this, we can expect the output in the negative half as well. If our input is become greater than this, if our input is greater than this, then we can expect some output as well in the negative half, right? So this is the half which is in the positive portion or positive half of the input, that is will be remain same. Now if the input is become greater than this, so let us consider this negative value, it is minus 2, let us consider. So what will happen? Up to minus 2 there will be no output, right? Up to minus 2 there will be no output. Beyond that the output will be there, right? Beyond that there will be certain output. Up to minus 2 no current will flow. Up to minus 2 there will be no current. So what will be the output up to that time? No current means there is no current in the circuit, right? So what will be the output? Just try to think about this circuit. So if we simplify this circuit, let us consider we are simplifying. So this is the open circuit point. This is the open circuit point. So from this we are having this input, right? We are having this RL over here. There is no current been flowing. So the output up to minus 2 is 0. We have been analyzed the same, but after that value, when that is greater than that value, so let us consider it is minus how much? Just tell me. If it is not on for minus 2, when it will be on? When we are talking about that it's supposed to be greater than minus of this value. So numerical value, if we have been considering the numerical value, let us consider this Vs minus V gamma is 2. So it is, this is the boundary. This is the boundary. If we have been going just below that, more negative will make the diode on, or a little bit less negative from this level will make the diode on. That is the question. Yes? Everyone agree with that? Everyone? The diode is in the reverse bias. So let us consider. So diode is reverse bias due to minus 5 volt, right? Some reason the diode is reverse bias due to minus 5 volt. So the diode will be forward bias if we go with a voltage which is greater than minus 5 volt, that is greater than minus Vs minus V gamma. So if we have been going more negative, that is greater than minus 5 volt, if we have been thinking yes, if we have been going with more negative, that will be greater, whether that will make our diode on, or if we have been going with less negative, that will make our diode on, because we need to give a certain condition where anode of the diode will be connected with the positive polarity. and cathode will be connected with the negative polarity. So two ways can be possible. What are there? One is we have connected a positive of the battery with the anode and negative with the cathode. Or another one is that if we have been connected a more negative compared to the some reference value, a more negative with the cathode and a less negative with the anode. Less negative can be compared as the positive with respect to the smaller value of the negative, right? Just try to think. The diode can be on if we directly connect positive with positive, negative with negative. Or there can be possibility that we are connecting the cathode with more negative compared to the negative at the anode. That is also kind of somewhat positive with respect to that more negative. So if we compare that, we need to connect a more negative with this diode, or we need to put a value which is more negative, that is greater than minus Vs minus V gamma. Then only our diode will be on. So for this case, if we think that if this boundary is minus 2 volt, minus 3 volt will make this diode on, so it is not possible. Because you just look at the circuit diagram. We are having this polarity being connected with the, if we neglect this source for the time being, so this one is connected with the positive of the or anode of the diode, right? So if we have been thinking that some negative will make this diode on, yes, for this case it is possible only due to this Vs. So if we have been neglecting this Vs for the time being, a simple negative will make this diode off. But for this case, this positive is providing certain positive potential to this anode. But how much? The time up to which this Vs is become less than this minus of Vi. So I am just coming to that point as well. So when we have been thinking about we need to connect a more negative of Vs minus V gamma, it is means that we need to go with somewhat near to the positive value for the diode to be on. So this one supposed to be up to this value, that is this portion, like this, then this and this. So that will be the output, because at this time our diode is on. For this positive value, or for this negative value, our diode will be on. So our current will flow through the load and we will get the V out. But if we go a little bit more negative than that, our diode will off. That is this condition. So here the Vi should be greater than minus of Vs minus V gamma. So let us think. So let us take the practical scenario. Let us think that Vs is 3 volt, our Vi is 5 volt. Okay. So the on condition, this Vi on condition, Vs is, let us consider Vs is 3 volt. V gamma we know, V gamma is 0.7. Let us consider the silicon diode, that is the negative. So it is coming out as minus 2.3, right? Minus 2.3. If we maintain beyond that, then only our diode will be on. Now if we go less than that, minus 2.3, then our diode will be off. Now if we think the maximum peak value of this Vi is 10 volt, let us consider. So when we have been applied this 10 volt over here, a voltage source is connected much before the input is been applied. This Vi, if this Vi is not at all been applied, this Vs is making this diode on, because the positive of this Vs is connected with the anode. So our diode is on. So if this input is absent, we'll get the output, right? We'll get certain output through this load. Now when this Vi is applied, let us consider it has been applied from 0, it will start from 0 and gradually increasing, goes up to maximum to 10. So for the positive, if we have been connected this positive half, minus plus minus plus, so as a whole a total positive potential is appearing across this diode, so there will be no problem at all for the diode to remain as on. Now the scenario will change when this negative half will come. So negative half will come, so you just think of only this portion, only to this portion. So this portion will have, now the polarity has changed, now it is become negative, it become positive for this negative half. So this voltage, the cumulative voltage which will appear across this diode, what will be that? Minus plus minus plus, sorry, plus minus minus plus. So the difference is now coming into picture. So this difference voltage is now going to apply across this diode. So if it is 0, then 0. If we are considering minus plus as positive, then plus minus will be negative, right? So if we are considering over here the equation which I have just written, that is V is equals to Vi plus Vs. Now our Vi is going to become negative. So this V that will be Vi is, let us consider minus 2. Minus 2, our Vs is 3, we know that. So it is coming out as minus 1. So minus 1, what will be the scenario? Sorry, it is not minus 1, it is plus 1. So plus 1 volt is applied across this diode. So diode will be on, it will remain on. Why? Because the cumulative voltage which is applying across this diode, it is still positive, means positive is connected with the positive. Now let us increase. Second case, V2, this will become, let us consider minus 3 plus 3, it is 0. So no net voltage is applied across the diode, so diode will simply shut off, no current will flow. Again we are increasing the voltage, V3 minus 4 plus 3, so it should be minus 1. Again the negative potential been applied, so it will be in the negative bias only. So yes, if we goes on increasing this voltage, that is in the negative side, let us go with the maximum peak negative voltage minus 10, minus 7. So if it goes on increasing the negative potential or the negative, if we been moved across this negative half towards the maximum value, our diode will always remain off. It will never been again in the on state. So what is our duty? We need to obstruct this increase of the input to a certain location so that the diode is in the on state. So if we go with the negative value, higher negative value as we have taken, that greater than minus Vs minus V gamma, if our input, so our diode will not at all be in the on state if he goes on increasing the negative value. We need to go with somewhat less negative value. Up to how much? Up to the situation so that the cumulative voltage which is applying across this diode will at least provide certain positive potential at the anode of the diode, right? Then only we can expect that our diode will remain on, otherwise it is not possible. So if we have been thinking that we need to increase in the negative direction towards the maximum, then it is not like that. We need to decrease the value towards the lesser negative so that the cumulative voltage should be at least positive, right? Now if this Vs was not there, then there will be no chance of taking any kind of at least a smaller value of negative potential of the input. The moment the negative potential came, from this transition part itself, it will be in the off state. But up to this much voltage, that is, let us consider up to -3. Though it is 0, it is not like that. Let us consider it is up to minus, if it is 0.7, then it's supposed to be 1.3, 2.3. So if it is 2.3, this boundary should be 2.3. Then only we can say yes, up to -2.3 our diode will remain on, and we are expecting the output. That is what, like this. So up from this up to -2.3, this value we are expecting the output, that is the current will flow, that is the diode is on. Otherwise it is not possible. So for this case, if you have been practically thinking about the diode, it is having certain knee voltage. So knee voltage will get deducted from this Vs, because this voltage which is appearing across this output, that will be the combination of Vi plus Vs. If we have been thinking about theoretical, means ideal diode. So if practical diode is used, the knee voltage will get deducted from this Vs as well. The knee voltage will get deducted from this Vs. That is what it has been coming as the output. That is Vs minus V gamma. Vs minus V gamma. So the output will be combination of Vi plus Vs plus V gamma. So this output, it is not at all the same peak value of the input. It will be Vi plus Vs minus V gamma. This output, it will not at all remain as the simply Vi. Now the output will get the combination of Vi plus Vs. If we have been thinking ideal diode, if it is practical diode, then V gamma will get deducted. That is what, Vs minus V gamma. Right? So this is the on state. This is the on state. Up to how much? This much is the on state. Up to this much, it is the on state. This portion, it is the off state. Again this part will be your on state. Right? Any doubt on this? Anyone? Anyone having any doubt? You simply can identify when the diode will be on. You just simply think whether that, just first neglect the input. The AC input you just simply neglect. If the biased circuit has been given, you just try to figure out whether that biased input is making your diode on or off. Okay? So for this case, if this is the condition of this Vs, that Vs is making your diode on. So up to the Vs of the negative side of this Vi, your input, that is the diode, will remain on, because this Vs is still standing to support this diode. The Vs is supporting the diode. You just goes on. You just go on. I am there. But the moment this Vi will overcome this Vs, now the power is completely get destroyed from this Vs. Now the control is over to this input Vi. Now the Vi will start manipulating this diode. Now the choice is up to the Vi whether it will make the diode on or off. The moment the Vi is become comparable with Vs, or the Vi is acquiring the power equals to this Vs. But the moment up to which Vi is less power compared to this Vs, the Vs is still supporting the diode to remain it on. The moment the Vs get defeated on the hand of this Vi, that Vs can't do anything. It is simply loosen its all power. Now the control is up to this Vi. This scenario is not at all in the positive half, it is in the negative half. Okay, so first of all you need to decide whether it is a positive clipping or negative clipping. Next, you need to take out the external factors. That is there any influencing factor which is influencing in the on or off state of the diode. For this case, yes, Vs is there. It is has the influence to make the diode on or off. Okay, so obviously for the positive there is no problem, because this part is completely supporting the diode during the positive half, because the cumulative voltage is positive. The scenario will change when it is negative. Any doubt? Anyone having any doubt on this? Clear? Everyone? Okay. So you can change the position of this Vs, you can change the polarity of the Vs. So if this Vs is somewhat and different, so something like that, you just go with that. I'm just giving you the task, you just try to figure out if the Vs is somewhat like this, what will be the case? You just try to find out the input. Vi is there, RL is there, what will be the output? This is your Vs. Okay, this is what your Vs is. Fine, I hope you can do that. Next circuit is the positive clipping. So it is quite simple. For the same circuit, if we simply change the polarity of the diode, we simply change the polarity of the diode, now it will become a positive clipper. It will become a positive clipper. Okay, already it's over. Okay, I'm just giving you the task, just go with it. Okay, same thing, what you need to do for the same circuit, you just simply change the polarity of the diode and try to figure out. In the fourth circuit, you need to change the polarity of the source as well. So first of all, you just go with this circuit, it is circuit number 2. Circuit number 3, you just go with, you just go with this circuit, try to find out the output, it is input, it is output. For the fourth circuit, you just reverse the polarity of the source like this. This is input, this is output. Okay, so you just try to find out the output for this circuit. Okay, then I can understand, yes, you have gathered the idea about these circuits. Anyone having any doubt? So many configurations can be there. You can take out this Vs in the parallel path as well. Till now we have been dealing with the series circuit. Next we'll go with the parallel circuit. Clear? Any doubt? Anyone?